All right, let's get back to the NFL live from the Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort Studios. And the idea, Wolf, that this Cardinals team might be a team that just plays up to or down to their competition. Through the first 6 weeks, I think you would have to say that's exactly what they have done. I mean, they played down to New Orleans level. They certainly played just below Tennessee's level. Carolina is interesting. I mean, they played down to their level and they beat them, but Carolina isn't terrible this year. I think they're 3-3 now.
Yeah, they are.
The Cardinals could have beat San Francisco. They rallied. They nearly beat Seattle, and they played up to the Colts level. The Colts are one of 4 teams in football that only has 1 loss, and the Cardinals almost handed them their second.
Yeah, that is the one thing, and we were talking about this yesterday, Basinonians, but it is the one thing about the Arizona Cardinals, the 2025 Arizona Cardinals, that you can say with certitude they are competitive. They're going to be competitive. And I think, honestly, this is what you're going to see the entire season. I just don't know if they have the talent anymore to actually finish when games are close. That's a real area of concern.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons why, Basinonians, talented dudes, talented guys that are dripping with talented typically get paid the most money on a football team. Because that talent in the end, in particular in the fourth quarter, when it matters the most, you have players who step up and make plays. You see it every Sunday. You see it all over the league every Sunday. There are guys who are going to step up and make plays. Your most talented, your best players do it when it matters the most. And the fourth quarter is really where we have seen that truth. I think there's just honestly, at this point, with all the injuries, a lack of talent sometimes for the Cardinals in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and certainly a lack of maybe depth is adding up on defense too. But you're right. I mean, they
even like the cornerback room.
Yeah.
And what's happened there.
Yeah. JG was asked yesterday why this team can't finish games on Burns and Gambo's show.
I think it's just that. It's like we take turns, as I would call it. Like, we get one thing kind of corrected and then something else pops up. Or, this guy's playing this coverage right and then we make an error. Or, whatever the case may be, it really is the ultimate team sport for a reason. And collectively, who's ever out there, coaches and players, we just got to do a little bit more, and I hate saying like we're close, but like we really are, and we're doing good things. I don't want to discount that, but I also am pissed off that we've lost 4 in a row. So we got to make sure that we double down on what's true, improve our process, and do more than what we've been doing to win a game.
It is so accurate, and it's one of the things that fans don't really grasp enough of. You can have 10 guys doing their job, and one guy doesn't do his job, and suddenly it ruins the entire play. Mm-hmm. It is one of the most frustrating things you could possibly see. And I can tell you right now, this is what coaches will actually use in a tape room when they're watching tape as well. You're sitting there in front of everybody, and a coach is going to sit there and say, look at this. Look at everybody doing their job. And here comes the red dot, and the red dot goes on you. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I fear the red dot. I do. And the red dot has been on me multiple times.
Not typically a good thing to have the red dot.
The red dot on you. And sometimes it's for good.
Sometimes, but not.
Sometimes it's for good. And other times,
often.
Oh my goodness. Everybody doing their job. We got 10 guys. Look at this guy right here. Boink. Red dot on you. Hey, it's number 24. Red dot on you right there. Not doing his job. Play doesn't work. It just, and hopefully you don't get the red dot on you a lot unless it's good stuff. More good than bad, and you'll be okay. Ron Wolfley reporting.
Well, the other thing Ganon said in that cut is, it feels like it's a different. They'll fix one thing and then something else breaks, and that's.
It is.
I think we're all feeling that watching, aren't we? And that's one of the worst spots to be in, because as you're trying to plug one hole, the next one is opening up on the ship or whatever, and meanwhile you've lost 4 in a row. And even if you get it all fixed, you've lost 4 in a row. I don't know how many more in a row you can afford to lose. 4 in a row is tough enough. It's at least early in the season. There's not a lot of teams. You got to be a really good team to lose 5 in a row at any point in the season and still make the playoffs. I mean, you're asking for a lot of help from other teams in your division at that point, and you are basically setting yourself up where you're going to have to win 5 in a row. And I don't know that the Cardinals, as currently constructed, are built to win 5 in a row. I think they could beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the schedule earlier when we were talking about this. There's not any team on the schedule I look at and I'm like, well, they have no chance against that team. There really isn't. The one that would probably be the toughest is Tampa in Tampa on November 30th. But I'm also not looking here and saying there's any team on this schedule they're definitely going to beat. I mean, once you lose to Tennessee at home, you really kind of throw out the notion that there's any team that's a guaranteed win for you. But there's not, I don't know, this is what I was talking about earlier. There's not really any dominant teams in the NFL right now. Indianapolis might be one of them, and they almost just beat them. So of all the games left, they're probably going to be underdogs in almost all of them.
Yeah.
But the only one where I'm looking and saying I don't think they have much of a chance at all would be the Tampa game. They could beat any of these other teams.
Yeah, Green Bay is really what concerns me for the most part. And it's because of their defense and how good their defense is.
Yeah.
And not knowing what quarterback is going to go out and play for the Arizona Cardinals, or not knowing what to expect. And Jacoby Brissett, even then, you can't expect Jacoby Brissett to go out and throw for over 300 yards once again against the Green Bay Packers. You can't expect that kind of production, even if he is the guy that is going to start. And you look at the Green Bay Packers, and their numbers, Basinonians, are elite in terms of their defense. I'm talking number 1, number 2, number 5, number 1 in big metrics, like passing yards per game allowed.
And that's
rushing yards per game allowed.
That's with the game where they gave up 40 points to Dallas, and their numbers are still elite.
Yes.
They're an odd team, Green Bay, because I would have thought they would just be blowing teams out this year. They're really not. They beat Cincinnati by 9. They lost to Cleveland. They tied Dallas. But at the same time, to be a team where your secondary, your cornerback room is beat up, it just feels like Green Bay has like 12 receivers that Jordan Love can throw to. So,
thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.